patience. Bloody hell, you act like you've never played in a tournament before. Why do you want things to go flawlessly with this many people involved from this many time zones? Don't be bloody silly. Anyway, in the top right, as the yellow Zekul, we have Pushme with his teammate as the orange Scorpion Cell. We have Fuluren playing as SREF. In the bottom left, as the lime Scorpion Cell, we have Zekul, his teammate playing the exact same faction in a different shade of green. We have LukeZ playing as Team WePlay4, or as I should term them now, Team with no patience. Scorpion Trail, bit of a large map, no tick reinforcement pad in tournament mode, so no player. Zekul, there's no cap pad in tournament mode. You get fucking wrecked, son. You made that engineer for nothing. Autopilot mode there. He's probably trying to memorize everything, but he's done that on autopilot, so that's still funny nonetheless. Your typical spook. Well, good luck telling who spooks are whose, but there we are. Oh, this is why we're playing in tournament mode, because no cap pad. So here we are. That is a lot of spooks though from all players on the field, and it is an all epsilon game. So I didn't set myself to a team, did I? Oh fuck! And then skills Cell can't win. No, Cell can definitely win late game these days if they're not up against a faction that straight hard counters them. Like, if you can't handle infantry mobs, so if you're playing Russia, if you're playing Euro to an extent, actually, as depressing as that sounds, or if you're playing Zekul or HQ to some degree as well, like, you're just straight up fucked. Confed and China worry less because A, Latin have death catastrophes, and B, China have eradicators. Phone, laugh in phone, and USA laughing riot troopers. PF is kind of hit and miss. Like, Cell can work against it, but it's not exactly what I would term reliable. But yes, Scourge is strong. Here we are, we've got our fairly standard production facility here, working on a couple of Ghost Miners for all players here. Zekul doing a very standard base crawl over here, not taking your bit. I say it's a standard base crawl, this is actually pretty strange. Normally most people dump the ore refinery here, then crawl up here with their second refinery, but you know. But whereas here we are, we've got SREF taking full advantage of this, or at least Fuluren's taking full advantage of the triple drill ore field here. Pushme more copying what Zekul's done. We see the first speeder trike full of day. That is a very fast speeder. I hear deep low power noises. Somebody's low power. Okay, I must have fixed it. Where is that speeder trike now? It's shooting up a war factory. Not very successfully. It's in the wrong mode. There we go. See a couple of engineers. There is definitely a driller on the field here. Yep, there it is. And we're going to see Mantis tanks start coming out. I think Fuluren... Actually, no, he already went radar for drillers. But yeah, both Epsilon players should now be very much wary of what... They need to keep watch on their MCVs and their technology here. Because as we all know, driller engineers put an end to many people's dreams and memes. Yeah, that is going. I think Zekul here has got a hard commit to speeders here. He's gone second war factory, he's making another war refinery, but I bet you after that one we're going to see a third war factory here. He'll start growing towards this ore field. More harassment out here. That is a lot of speeders. Very quick. Those Mantis tanks just get demolished. Try shooting at the Tech Academy, but speeders don't exactly do anything to infantry. Oh, a speeder gets caught out and is destroyed by a bunch of archers. start harassing the MCV. Zekul forgets about the alternate mode, however. Oh, what speeder got caught out just a tad. And Zekul could do so much more damage if he just switched mode. But he isn't. I wonder where that driller went. Zekul's also very much wide open to a driller engineer cap, but I don't hear the driller anywhere. I don't see it either. As these speeders just dash around the board. We've got our first marauder out here. Shooting down a war factory here. Pushme could be in a spot of bother right now. These speeders are just out positioning him, but Zekul's economy is in the gutter, but he is on triple factory, another ore refinery down. Doesn't look good for Pushme here. He's going to lose that power plant. At this stage, he's simply got critical mass of speeders where he doesn't have to switch mode. Pushme still has power. Honestly, if Pushme moves out with his infantry blob and attacks Zekul now, he can do some serious damage. And I think he knows it. That's a dead refinery. That's a dead miner. Yep, here it comes. Here comes the wall of Initiate. Obviously speeders can't crush, but he's got a ghost miner to do the crushing for him instead. That might just save the day. Oh, this has gone horribly wrong for Pushme here. Ooh. And these marauders are just being demolished by the speeders here. There's simply too many of them. There aren't enough marauders. Zekul's taking absolutely no prisoners here. Looks like those are LukeZ speeders as well down there. They're a darker shade of green. I hear that driller. Oh, surely SREF should have known this was going to happen, but Fuluren's on tier 3 now. May try to put away some memes. Those are tyrants! Oh, spicy move! Those aren't drillers, those are tyrants! Ha ha ha! This ups the ante a bit. Is LukeZ sleeping or fighting yellow? He better both. These are LukeZ speeders. He also is completely bankrupt. LukeZ also on tier 3, responding with his own tyrants. Yeah, tyrant speeders are so cheap, and Zekul has so many factories that I don't think the low power does a whole lot, to be honest. There are the counter speeders. Oh, we have the first set of Scourges! Oh, they beat them back. That engineer needs to double back. It's a dead engineer. Oh, that's going to finish off the... Oh no, that's a dead bioreactor. I think that was even killed to Scourge friendly fire. Yeah, but Nox, it's not about the EMP immunity, it's about the area of effect anti-vehicle damage. That's what matters here, not the EMP for once in its life. It's all about the AoE vehicle damage. More tyrants underneath Zekul's base here. He is working on a radar spire, so I expect he'll reach tier 3 relatively sharpish. Sleeping a bit though. KA moves the speeders away. LukeZ has his own speeders on Cool, another barrier reactor. Here comes a large infantry task force, this time backed up by stingers and lasher tanks here. The major concern for Zekul here is the infantry. He built a Gatling cannon, but there are so many units and initiates here that he can just focus them down. He gets one war factory, down to 2. Still some significant production. Couple of adepts here, but I don't think they're going to make a huge difference. Right, that barracks has to go. Get rid of the barracks, you stop the Gatling tank production. Oh, toxic strike coming in. Oh, that could be bad. The barracks goes down. Ooh, Pushme putting the pressure onto Zekul here with the tier 1 armor force here. We've got Scourges coming in up the top here, but they kind of get mauled by the spooks that have just been left lying around. Scourge is spook immune, however, so they're fine. That's more speeders coming in from Fuluren. Is this the major counterattack? This is the major counterattack! Zekul concedes! Pushme and Fuluren able to hold out long enough to the point where Zekul just kind of loses it and then hand gives up. I'm not sure what happened to his speeders. I didn't see him on the minimap. Why the tanks retreated, they could have won that fight. But unnecessary damage is unnecessary damage. All they really need to do now is put the squeeze on LukeZ. That's all they need to do. Okay. Tyrants for the win. Oh, Malva going ham. And he's been spotted. That's an elite Malva, but it's a very dead Malva now. Just going all out with the lash attacks out here. Fuluren now completely bankrupt. He's got double war rigs, probably working on those making more speeders. Yeah, at this point the game's over, it's just LukeZ going down in the fight. Whose spy is that? Come on people, mode switch! It does more damage to structures, you wallies! I mean, not that you need it, because you just have DPS anyway. Come on people! Malva desperately trying to salvage the situation here with the MCV, but there's simply too many of them. Takes the time to start to do right.